shop window heel. Shady gentlemen fly but feel. In the underpass, a blind man stands with cold flute hands, symphony max and breath out of time. But you can call me on another line. Indian restaurants that carry my brain, newspaper warriors changing their names. They advertise from the station stand with cold pretends. Symphony wordplay, I'll be your headline if you catch me another time. Didn't make it with my Backstreet Blues.
All right, babies, I love you. All right.
With my Backstreet Blues, like to take I'm just a Backstreet Muse.
Ah, I love you, babies. I love you. I love you. Love you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's Friday. I think it's Friday. Welcome, Dame Celestine, Queen of the Stars. And right after her, we have Dame Anthus, Queen of the Mountain Garden. What the hell here? It's a conspiracy of dames. All right. Then we had Dame Celestine, then comes back and says, hello, Lowe's. And I don't know what else. Oh, Chrissy, welcome, Chrissy. I hope this one makes more sense this time compared to the last one. I hope. That's the great hope. Welcome, White Rabbit. Creamy Row, White Rabbit. Creamy Row, White Rabbit. White Rabbit. Creamy Row. You're fading away, always drops up. What are you talking about here? Earworm green. I don't know what you mean. Is that a good thing? Like I'm an earworm? Is that what you're saying? I'm an earworm? All right. I love you. I guess that's good. Oh, I'm the Great White Hope? All right. All right. Oh, my God. Oh, I see how it is. I'm the Great White Hope, huh? All right. I'm Tyrone. What are you talking about? I'm going to take offense at that shit. You forget I'm 4 people. All right. I'm 4 fucking people. All right. My God. 3. Well, Master Nature and then us three spirit guide. Okay. Great white buffalo. Oh my God, that's correct. The great white buffalo. And the great white rabbit. And the great white Celestine. And the great white Anthus of the mountain. All right. Yeah. The great white creamy roe. All right. I couldn't decide if I was going to hit with that opening, but then I had another opening I was going to hit you with. Yeah. All right, quick break, guys. Quick break. However, interesting stuff coming out here. We'll see this. Well, you see the channel that we're going to be looking at, right? Dame Anthus, you suggested this video, and then when I went to look to see where it was, there's like 3 or 4 other videos like right there that I'm like, wow, these look really interesting as well. So I'm like, wow, shit, we could do like the next. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff I want to see there. So anyway, we're gonna start with Dame Anthus' suggestion, and then we'll see what happens. And then we'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't spit on the phone too much. Whatever. Nah, I don't think so. So yeah, there you go. There you go. So yeah, I saw like Lakeland McComas interviews dropped. God, I want to hear that. LM, hell yes. The guy who cut his fucking hand trying to cut a chicken for a chicken sandwich. He cut his hand or something, right? Apparently she has that interview. Well, you know who it is. I'll show you. Well, I want to hear that too. Yeah, remember that idiot who, right? He supposedly cut his hand on a chicken. He's trying to make a chicken sandwich. He cut his hand or some shit. Or the chicken was raw. He tried to cut raw chicken and he fucking cut his hand. Remember that guy? And then they couldn't decide if he got his hand cut, whether he was cutting a fucking chicken, or if he fell face first into a glass. He fell first into this glass window. Remember? And so him and his friend couldn't decide if he got this big gash in his hand, if it was because he was cutting a fucking like raw chicken and the knife slipped, or if it was because he went face first into a fucking window of glass and possibly he could have cut his hand that way. Remember that character? Yeah. I want to see that interview. I want to hear that fucking interview. That's got to be the dumbest. We got to hear that interview, guys. I wonder how Moscow responds to that. I don't know. And then they went out and showed. I think who was doing the interview? It was it was Rosie, right? It was Rosie. At least I think it was. Anyway, a lot of good shit, man, I'll tell you. Look. Man, all right, quick break, love. Quick break, love. Yeah, that's a good question, man. I don't understand this, right? So let's think this through a little bit, guys, first. And maybe, I don't know, and maybe this will happen. I'm not sure, right? But listen to this, right? So, with all these claims that Turvey is coming out with, right? All his claims, coinciding with the book, Whitcomb's book, all that, right? Well, some of the information that Turvey has put out, has stated, you can consider that, evidence that would exonerate Mr. Kohlberger. You can consider it that if that's true, right? That he has information or whatever he said, that says that the DNA on the knife sheath wasn't Kohlberger's, right? I think they put a statement out like that. So if that's the case, and you can prove that, well, you would exonerate your client. You exonerate this person because that's their only really source of evidence. The rest of it falls apart, guys. The rest of it will totally fall apart. That's where the whole thing will fall apart here. So if you have Turvey coming out and saying, well, I have some sort of fact that I know that the DNA on the knife sheath wasn't Kohlberger's or something, right? That's fucking insane. Anyway, the point of it is, if he has this type of information that, exonerates Brian in some fashion, well, I would imagine there would be some sort of appeal that happens. If you have this information and you're stating it, it sounds like you have grounds for appeal. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't understand what's happening with these people putting out the books, their statements now. Definitely exculpatory evidence. For absolutely sure. At minimum, that would be definitely exculpatory to Mr. Kohlberger, right? If his DNA, in fact, wasn't actually on the sheath, that would totally, I would think that's fucking great. So anyway, I don't know, guys. I would imagine if these things were somehow provable, I would expect some type of appeal. I really would. That stuff you really can't ignore if it's true and it's factual, and Turvey's not lying out of his fucking ass, right? Or he's like, I don't know what he's doing. If he's being deceptive, I'm not sure, whatever, I don't know. But damn, you can't ignore that. That's their only piece of evidence. Anyway, whatever, we'll see. What do you think about that, guys? Welcome, Dame Sophia, Queen of Wisdom. Welcome, DNI. You snuck in, replicant. You snuck in, replicant. Chrissy X. I still don't know what the X stands for, Chrissy. I'm bothered by it. I still don't know what the X stands for. Still don't. I still don't know. What are we doing? Hey, what happened? Mrs. John's not here yet. Ellie's not here. So we can't wage any war. Anyway. Christie's Chaos, baby. Christie's Chaos. That's where we're getting this from. So, of course, you guys know Christie's Chaos. Most of you do, probably. However, if you do not, definitely go there and check it out because she got some really good shit the past couple of days. And this is one of these interviews. So we're going to start with this, Dame Anthis, because you pointed this out. So we're going to start with Mr. Braden Jensen. Let's see. All right. Let's see what Braden's got to say. I don't know nothing. everybody's cool with everybody. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Nah, we're all good friends. Nobody hated anybody. No, I didn't hear anything that night. No, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm totally wrong. We'll see if we get any useful information here, guys.
Is November
Welcome,
18th at
Curious Rose.
11:36
Welcome.
a.m. Idaho State Police Detective Matt Warrenstein.
Matt Morris. Matt Warrenstein.
Task Force Officer
Stein.
We were speaking with. Could you
And
spell
yes.
your first and last name for us, please?
And Homeland person, Sage Collins. That's his name. And that's not some sort of a rank or a code name. No, that's his name. His name is Sage Collins.
Collins, and we were speaking with. Could you spell your first and last name for us, please?
My name's Jack. Jack Tumbleweed.
What is your date of birth?
My name's Jack Tumbleweed. All right. How are you doing?
How do you know the victims?
I was friends with them. I was friends with two of them. I didn't necessarily know the other two. I was neighbors with them too.
Okay.
Hang on. Can you imagine if you're waiting at the bus stop for some reason? Like, you never take a bus, right? But for some reason you decide to take a bus somewhere, right? And you're waiting at the bus stop, and some real old guy with a really long beard and like a straw hat comes up to you and says, "Hi, my name is." What do you say? "Hi, my name is William Tumbleweed. What's your name?" All right, I love you. I'll just fucking around. Sorry.
And which two were you friends with?
Kaylee Goncalves and Maddie Moken.
Friends with Kaylee and Maddie. Kaylee and Maddie. Hi, my name's Tom Tumbleweed. Nice to meet you. Why are you taking a bus today? All right. Weird. Tom Tumbleweed. What the fuck? Well, that's an interesting name, sir. Where'd you get that last name?
And you said you didn't particularly know the other two.
I knew of them, but not directly.
Okay.
All right.
Describe anything that...
Don't pout on me.
We'll just start with this, and then we'll kind of backtrack a little bit and go over kind of Sunday night. But can you describe anything that, if an investigator, you feel like an investigator should know about Kaylee or Maddie, interactions they've had with other people or anything like that?
Kaylee was dating one of my roommates. They were on and off for a while.
Jack too cool.
Boyfriend fairly well. He was older than us, and he had already graduated. He was living down here. I knew those two relations. They were both in sororities.
Richard Tumbleweed. That's right. Richard Tumbleweed. Thank you. That was the original Chrissy Eggs. Hi, my name's Richard Tumbleweed.
And who's your roommate? Okay.
Jack DeCour's my roommate.
It's just a tough one to spell.
I'll just wing it for now. You can probably figure that out.
My name is Hwang.
Relationship. You said it was off and on.
It was off and on near the end, but they were dating long before we came to college together.
Okay.
I knew he was in the same fraternity as me, and then when we moved out of the fraternity off campus, we were roommates there.
Okay.
And they were dating, I believe they started dating sometime like junior, sophomore year of high school. And she would always, and they had a dog together, they'd always come over and hang out, and they had a good relationship. They were always hanging out, always happy together.
I'm assuming they were in an off section of their off and on again.
Yeah.
What was their relationship like while they were in the off sections of it?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hey, to be fair, that's a good question. I like that. That's a good question. Good question to ask. What were they like when they weren't dating each other? That's a good question. That's a good question. For once, I get a good goddamn question, Moscow. For once in my miserable, mangy life, you give me a good fucking question. Thank you very much. Thank you. Scoundrels. 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 Call them mangy varmints. My name is William Tumbleweed, and they are mangy varmints, let me tell you. I kind of like that, Master Nature. I'm going to take that on myself, okay? Oh, my God. Yeah, you go right ahead, Stanley. You do what you got to do. That's a nice redaction there. I have no idea what happened.
For Kaylee or Maddie that would be like an ex-boyfriend or someone that they've gotten into a fight with or anything like that?
I don't know anything about that. I just know those two are really good friends.
Okay.
My girlfriend would definitely be able to tell you more about that because she went through high school with them and was like one of their best friends growing up through high school.
Okay. Went to high school with both of them?
Didn't go directly to the same school, but both from.
Okay. Did you see Kaylee or Maddie at all on Sunday? Either.
I saw her Saturday night.
You saw him Saturday night? Okay.
Scares my dog. What's scaring your dog? Blue Devil, welcome. Welcome, Blue Devil. You can't slip in here without me seeing Blue Devil.
And so...
Got my eye on everybody here. Got my eye on people.
Prior to like the football games.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
the night of.
the football game, yes.
That was the night of the football game. All right. Let's go. Rock and roll.
You said you did see them?
I did, yes.
Can you kind of walk me through a little bit of a timeline of
So
your interactions with them?
it was probably around 9 o'clock. I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and we went over back to my house where I was like
9 o'clock p.m.?
p.m.
Okay.
Yes. And probably around like 10 o'clock p.m., she said she was going to head over there to hang out with those two. She said there wasn't anyone else over there besides just those two and their two other roommates. And we were all just kind of hanging out, drinking and playing some drinking games. And then probably around somewhere between probably like 10:45 to 11, they left and got a ride to go to the corner club. And then shortly after that, me and all my friends who stayed at my house left and went to the corner club as well.
All right.
And at the corner club, I talked to them. It was very brief, but I did talk to them. I could see them because my girlfriend was hanging around them. They were all in the same group. Probably sometime around maybe 11:30, 11:45. It was a little bit after we got there. I walked my girlfriend to the bathroom, and those two girls were standing right there. And I just asked them because they had a sorority formal the night before, and I saw them post on Instagram pictures of them going to formal and stuff. So I asked how the formal was, how your night's been going. Did you guys go to the game? It was a pretty brief, like maybe a 5-minute conversation. Just
Okay.
how was the weekend? What you guys up to?
Sorry to backtrack a little bit.
No
You
worries.
said they got a ride to the corner club. Was that from a pledge or from taxi service?
It was from, I believe this guy does Uber, or maybe he's a taxi, but he's always given this group of girls rides, and he always, like, they have his number, and he has their numbers.
Okay.
I've always thought it was a little weird, because he kind of gives them rides for free every once in a while, but whenever other people ask for rides, he always charges them. I've always thought that was kind of weird. He's an older, I want to say he graduated college probably 4 or 5 years ago.
All right.
He's probably in his mid to late 20s.
Do you know his name?
His name, I don't know his last name, I just know.
All right.
Yeah, it was Kaylee, Maddie, and my girlfriend. I believe it was just those three in the car, but there could have been more people there, I'm not sure. But they did get a ride from
Your girlfriend. Oh, it's your girlfriend. Okay, your girlfriend. That went with him. Right, all
He
right.
switches vehicles. One time I've gotten into his car and he was driving a minivan, and the other times it's just like a sedan-looking car, like a Camry or something like
Okay.
that.
Do you know what color it is?
Minivan.
I want to say silver.
Okay.
I could be off on that, though. I'm not 100%.
What color is that minivan? White.
Maybe it was just paint.
Let's see. What color is the minivan?
It's not through the Uber app. Okay.
That's why I'm not sure exactly if he's an Uber or if he's just
Okay, so around 10:45, the three girls get a ride from to the corner club, and then you go shortly after. I'm sorry, what time did you say you headed down there?
Probably sometimes maybe 10, 15 minutes after then. Probably closer to 11 is when I got there.
Get down, get down, get down, get down.
And then you said you had been there for about an hour when you had this short little 5-minute.
Roughly an hour.
Okay.
I did notice them walk out afterwards too. Just because I was asking my girlfriend, "Oh, what are your friends doing?" She said they just left to go to John's Alley, and that was fairly late at night. That was probably around 12:30 when she had gave me word of that they left to go to John's Alley. It's just another bar, just 2 blocks up the road from the corner club.
12:30.
And did go with them, or did she stay there with you?
She did not. She stayed with me.
12:30. Yeah.
I also noticed too that they were. I'm kind of getting off here, but they were hanging out with this one dude who was another college kid our age. His name is
Jack Showalter.
I asked my girlfriend about this. I mean, this is after the tragedy and what else happened, but I asked her, it's like, did they usually hang out with
Jack Showalter.
Because I never really see those guys hanging around him, and she said no.
No.
But he was kind of with them, kind of in the same group with them at the club, and he followed them to John's Alley, actually.
Got it.
Right. Remember that? They don't hang out with him. Mr. Showalter. Nope.
He left with them at the same time. I just thought it was kind of weird because I don't know, those guys just never really hang out with each other.
Yeah. Okay. Right. 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 When we're done playing pool, can you rack them, Joe? Thanks. Can you rack them? Jesus Christ. Quick break on that. Yeah, like fucking people playing fucking pool, for Christ's sake. What the hell's that about? Welcome, Amy Conway. Welcome, Stoner Podcast Media. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Lowe's, Jack of Hearts. All bisexuals. Hey, wait. Please, sir, can I have another? Please, sir, can I have another? Another. Where's that from, guys? All right, I love you. Amy Conway, Blonde Lily. Oh, did you forget, Blonde Lily? Blonde Lily Moon. You forgot. That's right, you forget. Everybody forget. We are the greatest. They all come running back to Master Nature, and well, they come running back to me. And sometimes MD, which is bizarre, you know, because he's really young and weird. Well, that's very interesting. Thank you very much. Well, all right. Well, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, where are we at, love? We in the moonship rocket dust moonship somewhere between the rings of Jupiter. All right, guys, welcome back. Frats were urinating on property of 1122. That's very telling. Very telling. All right, let's get back to Mr. Metro Jensen. Metro. William Tumbleweed is going to be joining us.
So you saw them hanging out with
Jack Showalter,
and then
right?
I'm
And
going to jump around a little bit. I apologize.
okay, you jump around.
You walked to the bathroom, saw them kind of in that area, had a real brief conversation with them, and they left shortly afterwards. Yes.
12:30.
You saw them leave and follow them, or
12:30.
did they leave with him?
They live well.
They left with him. And then
12:30.
after that, so okay, I got that correctly. So what happened after that?
After that, me and my girlfriend just walked home, probably around. It was fairly late. It was probably like 1:30. But she lives fairly close to the corner club, so we ended up just walking home. Both of us went over there and stayed there. And I guess the next morning when we woke up, we went and got food, we went to Wendy's, and when she went to drive me home, it was around roughly 11:45, but when she dropped me off, there was only one cop car there, parked kind of in front of my house. I mean, this is all the morning after, it might not be.
Well, hang on, guys. I just want to back up a little bit.
She went to drive me home, it was around roughly the next morning when we woke up, close to the corner club. So it was after that, me and my girlfriend just walked home, probably around. It was fairly late. It was probably like 1:30. But she lives fairly close to the corner club, so we ended up just walking home. Both of us went over there and stayed there. And
Okay.
I guess the next morning when we woke up, we went and got food, we went to Wendy's, and when she went to...
All right. Never mind. For some reason, I thought he said it. For some reason, I thought he said she lived by the grub truck, but no, he said corner club. I'm like, well, shit. If she lived by the grub truck, they would have seen him there, probably. What oddity? And again, maybe he get his times are all messed up here, guys. Because if they leave the corner club at 12:30, right? If they leave the corner club at 12:30, well, where they go? So they leave let's say this guy's right. Kaylee, Maddie, and Jack Showalter, they leave the corner club at 12:30 a.m., according to this guy, right? They're at the grub. What time are they at the grub truck at, guys? Like 1:45 a.m. or something, right? So if that's true, they live at 12:30. Well, where the fuck did they go? Did they actually go to John's Alley? See? So then that would be my question. If they left at 12:30 p.m., if this guy's right, well, then my guess would be they went to John's Alley. That would be my guess, because that's supposedly where they were going. And so, if not, then where did they go? Because if this guy is right about them leaving the club at 12:30, well, yes, they had to have gone somewhere before they appear on camera at the fucking grub truck. So I don't know. But that's not right, because Showalter denies the fact that they went to the... So that can't be right. because Showalter denies the fact that they went to John's Alley. He denies that. They never went there. So I don't know. Maybe this guy's time's fucked up here. Because 12:30 is a little early here. Because they have to be somewhere like for a significant period. Like I'm saying at least, I'm thinking an hour before they show up at the grub truck, right, guys? I think that's true. I think that's a good timeline there. So if anyway, if this he's either mistaken on that time that they left, which is quite possible, right? We don't know. Because again, we're not going to re-ask certain questions, right? But I don't know. That's a question I'd ask him again. Are you sure it was 12:30? What time do you think they left again? Yeah, I'd want to know. 12:30 in this scenario, in this story that Moscow put out, the 12:30 leaving at 12:30 doesn't work, because then you have to explain, well, where the fuck were they for an hour? Where'd they go? Right? We all were led to believe that they left the corner club and they walked to the grub truck, which is not that, whatever, not that far. It's not going to take them an hour to get there. Right? So where did they go? Anyway, that's my first thought when it comes to like anything standing out to me right up to this point. That's what's standing out to me. That's the first thing that's standing out. 12:30 a.m. Maddie and Kaylee leave the corner club. So that's an anomaly to me, because I'm thinking this guy may be off on his time. So you know what I mean? I don't know. But then again, it goes back to this. Before you take on certain interviews, right? Before you interview people, it's good to have information first. Like, you have the corner club footage. They have the corner club footage, right? So you might want to review that first to see when Maddie and Kaylee actually do leave the corner club, because they have that on video. They have that video recorded. So, and then what time did they get to the grub truck, right? What time did they get picked up at the grub truck, right? 1:50? They get back to the King Roadhouse around what? 2:00 in the morning. So if they leave the fucking corner club at 12:30, where were they for an hour? I don't know. Anyway, that's interesting. So, but however, what you want to do here is you want to say to you want to ask this guy, are you sure, what time do you think they left again? And if he says, well, I think it was 12:30. Well, what makes, why 12:30? What makes you so sure about that time? Why 12:30? Well, because blah, blah, blah. Hey, if this guy's correct, and he's accurate, yeah, they left at 12:30. Well, Moscow, you got some explaining to do. Yes, you do. That's another time gap that you need to fill in. Let alone Xana and Ethan, their fucking timeline. Interesting. Yeah, I want to go back to that, all right, real quick, guys. And then we're going to fast forward here. Just real quick.
But he was kind of with them, kind of in the same group with them at the club, and he followed them to John's alley.
He sounds sure that they went to John's alley. He sounds sure of that. But I want to get to the time, though. What time did they leave?
She stayed there with you.
She did not. She stayed with me. I also noticed too that they were. I'm kind of getting off here, but they were hanging out with this one dude who was another college kid our age. His name is
Jack Showalter.
Okay.
I asked my girlfriend about this. I mean, this is after the tragedy and what else happened, but I asked her, it's like, do they usually hang out? Because I never really see those guys hanging around him, and she said no. But he was kind of with them, kind of in the same group with them at the club, and he followed them to John's Alley, actually.
Got it.
All right. Metro. Hello, Metro.
He left with them at the same time.
Yeah. Right.
I
Okay.
just thought it was kind of weird because I don't know, those guys just never really hang out with each other.
Okay. Right. Sorry. It's way before this. Sorry, guys. Fuck. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. So make sure we heard this correctly.
And then you said you had been there for about an hour when you had this short little 5-minute.
Roughly an hour.
Okay.
I did notice them walk out afterwards too. Just because I was asking my girlfriend, like, oh, what are your friends doing? She said they just left to go to John's Alley, and that was fairly late in the night. That was probably around 12:30 when she had gave me word of that they left to go to John's Alley.
12:30.
Another bar just 2 blocks up the road from the corner club.
Yeah. So there you go. That's interesting. Fuck yes, it is. If you know the timeline, that's extremely interesting. Because then the question is, well, then they wouldn't you think they went to fucking John's Alley afterwards? Yes. But then why do people? So I mean, you could easily find that out. You can go to John's Alley and ask, but right, I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any evidence to say that they went to John's Alley, is there? Right? Showalter denies they went to John's Alley. We don't hear about any video cameras or video at John's Alley of the three of them going there. We don't hear anything about John's Alley, by the way. Interesting, though. So anyway, he could be mistaken in his time. Right?
It's like this weird little alley behind the restaurant.
All right. Quick break. But right, that's a good point. Well, and then we'll get back to this. It's like a weird little alley behind him. No, but that sounds bizarro, Creamy Row. That sounds really bizarro. All kids lie. Dissociate, no fights. Wait. Okay, it's high for timeline. Real timeline 12:30 shut started. And again at 2. Different times, groups. Got tell on each. Okay. Come to all. Do their thing. Activity. Go exercise. Regroup. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, it would be, if that's true, it'd be good to know where they were. I'd like to know where they were. Emily. Yes. I think he would have noticed the blood. I agree. Absolutely. If you're that up close and personal with Xana at that point, yes, you are going to either A, you are going to see blood. Maybe you're really careful and you don't get blood on you for some reason if you're checking her pulse. But you are definitely going to notice the blood. For sure. I would think, Hunter. Yup. And Dylan. And everybody else who peeked into that fucking room. Like little fucking ghouls that they are and were. And to have the fucking nerve to make a 911 fucking call and totally obscure the facts of the situation. You know, that is fucking repulsive. And that's what they did here. And we know that. That is repulsive. They, especially Hunter Johnson, he knew exactly what he was looking at. And when they made the 911 call, there was no mention whatsoever about Xana being bloodied. We think she's fucking dead. You know, she's covered in blood. None of these facts were reported on the call. Hunter Johnson, cocksuckers. Something as simple as the fucking 911 call. Yeah, why are you obscuring the reason why you're making the phone call when you know exactly what condition Xana is in? Hunter Johnson. Idiot. But no, we don't hear anything like that on the 911 call, my friends. As you and I know, my garden. We don't hear anything like that. That's one of the greatest criticisms I think of this fucking whole shenanigan here. How can you obscure and downplay a crime of this magnitude when you're calling 911 and you have at least one person in your party who has seen exactly what Xana Kernodle looks like, and she's gonna look like a mutilated fucking body because that's what happened to her, and you don't report anything like that on the 911 call? You all should be in fucking jail. All of you. It's repulsive. It's disgusting what they did. They're all disgusting creatures. I don't give a fuck. We've talked about this before. They're disgusting creatures out there. You absolutely know if you're checking Xana Kernodle's fucking pulse, you are looking at her fucking mutilated body, my friends. You are looking directly at it, my friends. And Hunter Johnson knew, and he knew what she looked like. How could you miss it? She's fucking covered in blood. She has wounds all over her fucking body. And you don't mention any of this on the 911 fucking call. You are disgusting, fucking wretched, backwards, inbred, Idaho fucking goddamn white trash is what you are. You're all sons of bitches. You're all backwaters from the Palouse. I've talked about that before as well. These fucking inbreds. So yeah, that's where my hatred lies with this fucking shit. I mean, that is absolutely fucking absurd. Not only is it absurd, but it's fucking grotesque. And this son of a bitch 911 farce. And another reason why this is absolutely disgusting is that the person that should have been talking to the 911 dispatcher was fucking Hunter Johnson. But Hunter Johnson gives up the phone and says, I can't talk to them. You need to talk to them. But Hunter Johnson should have been the one to talk to. He should have been the one that was talking to the 911 dispatcher. It should have been him. Because allegedly, he's the one that saw the most here and was doing things to the body. To the body. So if anybody should be talking on this 911 call, it should have been Hunter fucking Johnson. Absolutely, and that is pure logic. And we know that. That's and he passes the phone off. No, you got to talk to them. I can't talk to them. Well, you're the one checking the fucking body. Yes, you got to talk. You're the one that should be telling the 911 dispatcher what kind of condition the unconscious female roommate is in. It's you, Hunter Johnson, that should have been on that call. And you didn't. You weren't. You didn't give them any information about the status of Xander Kernodle. You are a cocksucker. You and the rest of your fucking tribe out there, you're all inbred cocksuckers. You know that. Thompson, the rest of these fucking people out there, they're all cocksuckers. They are. And I have no empathy or sympathy for these fucking people at all. None. Whatever befalls them, fucking befalls them. Yeah, you understand that, guys? You understand, right? We know this, right? Hunter Johnson should have been the one to be talking to the dispatcher. Right? Absolutely. He's the only one who did an assessment on Xana. He was checking her pulse, checking if she was breathing, right? That's what he said. He's the only one who's assessing the patient, but yet he's the one who doesn't want to talk on the call, guys. Yes, they all should be in jail. Every single one of these fucking people. They should have been arrested that very day. At least Hunter Johnson, Dylan Mortensen, Bethany Funk, Jack DeCore. Emily probably at this point as well. But at least the four should have been arrested. Fuck yes, they should have been. Your story don't make any sense. There's no reason why I should be finding you in this house with a fucking knife. Your story doesn't make any sense. You know? Nobody mentions a fucking a slaughtered girl on her bedroom floor on the 911 call. Gee, that's not suspicious at all, guys. That's not suspicious at all. And so when I get to the crime scene, gee, and I see that shit in front of me, guess what? I'm going to think to myself, wait a minute. Somebody is fucking around with me here. These people who got me over to this house, and I walk into a slaughter fest when I didn't even realize it, when I realized that, right? Oh, wait a minute. This is a slaughter. Well, guess what? I'm going to be thinking to myself, who the fuck called 911 in on this? I'm going to be, at that point, I'm going to be like, yeah, there's somebody right here that we need to fucking arrest. If not one, maybe more. Because this crime scene looks nothing like what we were led to believe. And that was on purpose. That was on fucking purpose. And that you can thank for Hunter Johnson. The big bad Hunter Johnson, who went into that house. He was going to fend off some boogeyman that may have been hiding in the closet. But he can't talk on the 911 call, guys. Does that make sense? No. But he's big and bad enough to go charging into that house, get a knife, grab a knife, and look for the boogeyman in Xana's bedroom, in her closet. Right? That he's doing all these actions. But yet he can't talk to the 911 dispatcher. No. Isn't that amazing? These people they're all fucking inbred fucking trash to me. They all belong in the root cellar. You understand that? All of them. With silver stakes through their fucking hearts. That's how much I hate these fucking people. These people are so backwards to me. I mean, it blows my mind. How absolutely disgusting that is. How set up this. I don't know if see again. It goes to, again, it's not even a real, are these calls even real in some ways? Anyway, I'm going to go throw away an animal right now. We're going to take a quick break. And in my quick break, guys, I am going to be throwing away an animal. Okay. All right. Remember that? That was the original story, remember? That was the original story. Come here, Fido. Hey, come here, Fido. Fido. We shoot them all down, baby. We shoot them all down. said, no, you're a scrub, bitch. All right, anyways. We shoot them all now. Anyway, can I get your... Can I dance with your date? All right, I love you, baby. Remember that one? All right, I love you. What the fuck? Hey, it's Friday. Fuck you. Fuck you, it's Friday. And guess what? I don't need your fucking help with it. No. Marty's waiting in those cards, by the way. Marty is waiting in those fucking cards. Here she is. Is waiting. We shall see. But I don't need your help. I really don't. I really don't. All right. Now, has Mrs. John... hey, welcome, Jules O'Mora. Now, what are we talking about now here, Drethro and Drethro Troll and Stoner Podcast Media? Where has anybody seen Eddie Ryan or Mrs. John Fish and Chips? Anybody? Jethro Troll? Did you miss the Baker Street Muse? Respect to you, Chrissy. One of these days, you're going to tell me what that EX stands for, baby. One of these days, you're going to blow my fucking mind, baby. You're going to be like, here's what that EX stands for. All right. All right. Welcome, MS8114. Gun Runner. Gun Runner. Ah! Yeah, welcome. Mrs. John loves Master. I love Mrs. John too. Because the war is about to end. Yeah, baby, the war's about to end tonight if they show their faces. But I think they're cowards, and it's not happening tonight, guys. It's gonna happen tomorrow. I got a feeling, and yeah. I'm gonna sing you a song. It's called "You Light Up My Life." You give me hope. Time after time. And you light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. And then sometimes I want to sing this to the guard. I want to say, well, ease on down the road. We gotta ease on down the road and shit. And I don't know, I'm not quite sure what that is, but what the hell is going on? Sorry guys, I have a lot of fish in the fryer, you know. No, I can't show you that. We can't show the war without the victim. Okay, we can't have the war without the two victims, so we got to hang on to that. Let's get back to Metro.
There's convenience for everyone in, but...
Okay, so she lives near the corner club,
Yes.
which is on the other side of campus from where you guys live, and you live...
And you live at 1127,
Okay.
right.
And she,
That's where you live.
you guys woke up, went and got
we
breakfast.
went to Grub Truck that night as well.
Okay.
What time was
It's like
that?
this little food truck thing.
What time was
It's
that?
in the middle of the night, so
What time was that?
Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
They stay open till like 3 or 4. They stay open pretty late.
When did you go go to the grub truck?
After we left the corner club. We went corner club to
3
the grub
o'clock.
truck and then over to her house.
What time did you get to the grub truck?
And I noticed too, I was looking at social media stories, and I mean, like I said, these guys are just my friends, so I was looking through trying to see if I could see something too, and I noticed that they were at grub truck shortly after us. They had posted a Snapchat story, Kaylee and Maddie did.
Okay.
And from the time that it was posted, like, it just tells you how long ago stuff was posted. It looked like they were there sometime between 3 and 3:30.
At the grub truck?
At the grub truck, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if this helps too, but grub truck does this thing where they live stream what's going on, because it's meant to be like a place where all the drunk college kids go to get like a midnight snack and stuff. And when you're there, these people can watch it on Twitch. It's like this live streaming service, but you can watch it there. And it's happened before where people will type in on the live stream and be like, hey, this guy, tell him if he does 20 push-ups, I'll pay for his food. So there were people, they
Sorry,
do that
I
stuff
don't mean
all
to
the time.
laugh.
No, you're fine.
That's brilliant.
But they post that, and you can go back and watch their footage of every night. So I went back and watched their footage and seen those two there at like 3:30 in the morning. And at that time where I went back and watched the footage, I know still with them at around that time.
Okay. So as it's obvious, right? But I have to point it out here, guys. He has a problem with time. I mean, his times are they're all messed up. He has a problem with time. 3:30. They weren't at the grub truck at 3:30, guys. Were they? No. So, and then there's this. What was this thing about? Well, with the Twitch stream timing, right? There's time difference between the Twitch stream broadcast, right, and the grub truck, right, or something. I don't know, something like that. Remember that or something? But 3:30. There's no way. No way. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know here. But the problem with this guy is time. His times are messed up. I don't know. I don't know why they're messed up, but they're messed up. I don't know. It starts from 12:30 a.m., right? It starts from 12:30 a.m. That's when Maddie and Kaylee leave with Jack Showalter. 1:30. Right. That's why I thought he was going to say grub truck, and he does. So 1:30. So I was trying to write this shit down. So 12:30, that's when they leave, right? But 1:30 is when this character and his girlfriend. That's when they go somewhere in there to the grub truck. So. And then he says, well, they were there after us. We learned that they were there after us. Right? That's what he says. So they get to the grub truck. I don't know, guys. It almost would seem they'd actually been at the grub truck at the same fucking time here, guys. I'm not quite sure. But the way this fucking moron is trying to explain thing here, my impression would be that they were at the grub truck almost right around the same time as each other. I mean, yeah, for sure. But I don't know where he's getting this 3:30 shit. Because that would mean that they were at the grub truck, like what, at 3 o'clock in the morning? Right? He's saying that they got there afterwards, right? Right. So, and he's saying that it was probably 3:30 in the morning that they were at the grub truck. Well, that would mean that he was at the grub truck with his girlfriend at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what it would imply. I don't think that's what he meant, but I don't know. But that's what he's saying. 3:30. But we know that's not accurate. That's not what we've been told anyway. We see him at the grub truck, and the time on the grub truck is what? 1:40 to 1:55, whatever. It's nowhere near 3:30 in the morning. So I don't know what this fucking guy's talking about here, or what he's trying to do, or if he's watching the Twitch stream time. Maybe there is a time difference between the Twitch stream feed and what you're seeing being broadcasted. Whatever. I don't know, but this guy's times are definitely fucking weird here. Yeah, fuck off, man. Fuck off, Metro. Back, Metro. Back at you, back.
I don't know if that information helps. It's just I went off on my own.
No, we'll take anything, man.
Yeah, I bet.
You saw that they had posted to their own Snap stories, but then you also saw on the Twitch stream that they were there around 3:30 in the morning. All right.
Yeah, right.
Is the grub truck? You said John's Alley is close to the corner club.
Yeah, it's roughly.
And I'm guessing the truck is also kind of.
Yeah,
that's
it's all
all
right
within.
there. Stretch of downtown.
All right.
Right, okay. Yeah, it's going to take you just a couple minutes.
When you were at the grub truck, did you notice anything that stood out to you?
Maddie and Kaylee?
Anybody that looked out of place or anything like that? while
No,
you were
just
there?
Maddie and Kaylee.
It all looked like there were some older people there. I didn't necessarily recognize anyone.
But nobody that stood out to you like, oh man, I got freaking creepy or anything
No,
like
I
that?
didn't notice anyone like that. When I went there was probably 10 or 12 people there. It was freezing, so everyone was kind of just sitting there bubbled up.
Oh yeah.
And what time was that again? What time did you go?
Uh,
3 o'clock in the morning?
I missed it on my notes. When did you end up going and getting breakfast and getting a ride back to your house?
Roughly around 11:30, 11:45. Went and got fast food and then moved back to my house.
Hey. What'd you do when you got home? Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. This is interesting. I know there's something else I missed in here, but we'll get back. Whatever. But this one's interesting. Hello, my name is William Tumbleweed. And, hang on. Sorry, hang on.
Was there anybody else there, or was she by herself? One of her roommates was there, and she has 4 roommates. One of them was there. The other one of her roommates was down for the weekend with her boyfriend down there, and then her 4th roommate always spends like every night over at her boyfriend's house, who he just lives across town in Moscow. Okay. All 4 of those girls were in the same sorority that Kaylee was also in.
I'm sorry, and I know you already said this. When did you end up
Was that 4?
leaving the corner club?
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to nitpick, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to nitpick. But so your girlfriend has 4 roommates, right? She has 4 roommates, right? So guys, I know I'm not trying to be a fucking dick here. It is Friday, and we could do whatever the fuck you want. All right? It's Friday. We deserve it because we've been through the 8. For some of us, the week was probably all right. For some of us, the week was probably fucking shit. Right? Some of us, it was sort of in between the two. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's fucking Friday. Anyway, I want to go back to this.
Was there. The other one of her roommates was down.
The other one of her roommates was down in the... Was down in the dark, down shagging, down in the alley, shagging with her boyfriend for the weekend, down in the dark hollow, baby.
Down there, and then her fourth roommate.
And then her fourth roommate always spends like every night over at the boyfriend's house. Okay. And then, well, you only named 2. She has 4 roommates, right, guys? Let's play a little puzzle brain game, right? How many roommates did we say we had? How many roommates does the girlfriend have? The girlfriend has 4 roommates, correct? Correct. We didn't describe 4 roommates here, guys. We only talked about 2 of them. Just saying, I know I'm fucking nitpicking, but...
Was there anybody else there, or did she live by herself? One of her roommates was there, and she has 4 roommates. One of them was there.
Okay. One of the roommates... Okay, maybe I'm the asshole. One of the roommates was there. Okay, so one of the roommates was there. Let's hear about the other 3, then.
The other one of her roommates was down for the weekend with her boyfriend.
Right,
there.
that's 2.
And then her fourth roommate always spends
No, that would be her 3rd roommate.
every night over at her boyfriend's house, who he just lives across town in Moscow. Okay.
And
all 4 of those girls were in the same school.
no. That was only 3, my friends. Okay, I love you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Being very nitpicky. Very nitpicky. Unless this person is not good with math, or you know how I feel about these people. So unless he was including his girlfriend in the 4, but that's not what he did. He did not include his girlfriend in the 4. He said, my girlfriend has 4 roommates, which implies that she's separate from that counting and grouping. Right. Hey, we are the greatest. So she has 4 roommates. Not including herself. She has 4 roommates. I told you about the one that's staying here. I told you about the one that's in the dark hollow getting, you know what they're doing down there. And then the other one is, I don't know what the other, making jello somewhere with her, I don't know, with her fucking Down syndrome fucking brother or some shit. I don't know what the other third, I don't know what she's doing. But anyway, that leaves one more. So what was the 4th roommate doing? Okay. Yeah. Fuck off. We skipped a roommate here, buddy. Metro. We're going to call him Metro Fred. Mrs. John. What do you mean you've been here, Mrs. John? What do you mean? This is the first time I've seen you. What do you mean you've been here? Did I miss so much? Oh, my, Mrs. John. Did I miss? You haven't been here. You lying to me. Where you been? Now you lying. Are you lying? Are you lying, Mrs. John? Yeah, she just snuck in here. She lying her fucking ass off. You just stuck in here. Yeah, she been fucking lurking. I'll tell you what. Yeah, you know it. Yep. Yeah. You can't pull a fast one here like that. She's lurking. Trying to get some strategy about the war that's about to fucking happen. You ain't gonna get no extra strategy here on that. No, I know what you're trying to do, Mrs. John. You're trying to be an undercover spy. I know. But it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna fucking work. Nope. We sniff you out. Oh my God. What? Everything is in shambles. Yeah, all right. We got to get back on. We got to finish this guy up. Get on to bigger and better things. I don't know. Lakeland. Why are you taking pictures of people's underwear? I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, quick break. Then we get back on track. Oh yeah, and fill my nights. Yeah, you light up my days. Yeah, and then it goes and fill my nights and stuff. Yeah, I forgot that part, guys. Sorry. Too much going on right now, guys. I got my stumps going on. I got stumps in legal hell, and what else did I try to do? Oh yeah, my butterfacefinders.com. Oh my God. You should hear that story. And, lot of things. You can do a lot of things. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. Trying to figure it out. Don't know why we order. I don't know. Why? Anyway. Yeah. Alright, let's carry on though with this. Back to Braden. Where are we at with this guy? A little bit more to go.
And when, I'm sorry, and I know you already said this, when did you end up leaving the corner club or grub truck and head to?
Around like 1:30, roughly. We left as the bar was kind of starting to wrap up, and they had made last calls. We got out of there.
Okay. And then where did you go?
Look at my bank account when I closed out of that. I was going to give you guys for like an exact time.
If you want to, you can.
I'll see if I can see that.
When you got to the house, did you notice any comings or goings, or were you out for the night?
We sat down and ate food for probably 20 minutes, and then we both just went to bed.
Yeah, guys. So his times are all fucked up, guys. Yeah. So I don't know what the deal is with this character at this point, but his times are all fucked up. Again, we're saying 1:30, and then we're saying 3:30 a.m. So I don't know what's going on with this character here, this Braden, but there's some issues with his fucking times here. You know? Yeah, we left. What does he say? So there's some fucking weirdness with this fucking character.
If you want to, you can.
I'll see if I can see that.
See what?
When you got to the house, did you
No. See, they skipped that.
leave in the corner club?
Times you leave the
And
corner.
or grub truck and head to?
And head to
1:30.
1:30.
Roughly. We left as the bar was kind of starting to wrap up, and they had made last calls. We got out of there.
Huh?
I can look at my bank account when I closed out of that house too to give you guys for like an exact time.
If you want to, you can.
I'll see if I can see.
Well, that's nowhere near 3:30 in the morning, buddy. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about here. He says they arrived after us, right? Well, we missed them. We didn't interact with them. They arrived at, right? Well, that wasn't at 3:30 in the morning, but yet this idiot says, I saw him on the grub truck on the fucking feed, on the Twitch feed, at 3:30 in the morning. Well, there's a whole lot of nonsense with this here. I don't know, guys. What are we talking about?
Did you?
It's a long time.
Any comings or goings?
2 hours?
Out for the night.
We sat down and ate food for probably 20
You
minutes.
ate the grub truck food, right? The grub truck food, right? 2 o'clock in the morning to.
Oh shit! Sorry, it doesn't give me an exact time, but
2 o'clock?
it was on 11:14, so it was obviously after midnight because that was first thing Sunday morning.
Okay.
That's when I got my check for when I closed out my time.
Alrighty.
I think it was sometime around like 1:30 because people were starting to leave and the bar was starting to close.
All right. I don't know what he's talking about at this point. Yeah, this guy has a problem with
Did
times.
you notice anything while the two girls were sorry, I can't talk. while the two girls were still at the corner club with you before they left, did you notice anything other than, did you notice anything else weird? Anybody paying odd attention to them, or?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
They're friends with a lot of people, particularly from this one fraternity, and they were all just kind of hanging around there. I was friends with those guys too, so we were all just kind of in one big circle in front of the door talking to everyone.
Okay. And then again, as they were leaving, or what you saw on social media, did you notice anything odd or anybody paying?
From what I saw when I went back and watched the Grub Truck live stream of that night, I did find it odd that he was still there because it was so late. And I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm sure this is the guy who did it. Not that at all. I just watched the footage and I thought it was odd because when they're at Grub Truck, he doesn't necessarily talk to them. He's just kind of in line behind them, and he starts talking to like some random guy that was there. And he never necessarily is in like direct conversation with those two, but he's just kind of there and like show up at the same time. I thought that was kind of odd, but from what I saw when I was in person with them at the club, and I can't think of anything that really struck my attention.
Alrighty. What have you heard
Right?
in regard to like anybody else? And so granted, we're kind of preaching into, you know, third party, you know, but like what have you heard either across social media or conversations with your friends about what other people have thought about this?
I've heard a lot of theories that my roommate is the one who did it, but that's not true because my roommate spent the night with him and he stayed at their house all night. Like when they left the corner club at the same time we did. My three other roommates, one of my other roommates works at the corner club, and he always stays there until like 4 a.m. on busy nights like that, cleaning up and stuff.
And what's his name?
His name's
Adam, baby. Adam. His name's Adam, baby.
And then my other two roommates who went home with, they're also in this area too. Their names are
Frickin' Frack.
His last name's kind of funky.
His name's Frack Funky. The Funky Monkey. That's right, baby. Yeah, we could be the Funky Monkey. And the other name's Funky Monkey. That's my other one.
So there's 5 of you that live there? Mm-hmm.
5.
And works at the corner club. Yep.
Adam, right.
And
Jack the Core lives there too, right?
And you are actually still currently a roommate.
Right. You still live there.
Alrighty.
All right. And then Frickin' Frack. Frickin' Frack.
Sorry, so you were talking, a lot of people have been thrown out maybe, but you said all 3 of your other roommates stayed at home that night?
They did. They all went home. The cops at the school actually came into our house and talked to us too. And the story that I've heard from them is that when they all got back home, I should mention too, there's an apartment above us that 2 more of our friends live in too. Okay. And those guys were also there at the same time. So all 5 of them actually were hanging out that night. And when they got back to home from the corner club, they had like another drink or 2. And by that time it was like 2:30 or 3 a.m. And then they all just passed out.
Okay. And I'm sure this has already been covered by officers in the area. Mm-hmm. Do you guys have like a Ring doorbell or anything like that?
We don't.
Okay.
We just have you have to type in a passcode to open it.
Okay, but nothing like a security camera that's covering your driveway or your door or anything like that?
Sadly, we do not.
Okay.
One of my roommates did mention that between like 4 and 4:45, he woke up in the middle of the night because Kaylee's dog was barking so loud, and it was kind of weird because he's outside, and he's never really outside. He's not really an outside dog. That between 4 and 4:45, he had woken up. He was in and out of sleep during that time because the dog was barking out of control, is what he said.
And I'm sorry, which one was this?
This is one of the roommates who lives in the apartment above us. His name is...
Yeah, barking out of control. Redacted. It was a dog barking, true.
We all left home, but the rest of the other area.
It was a dog barking.
The dog woke him up because he was barking so loud.
Right.
And he said he didn't think anything of it, other than it was just kind of odd how he was outside in the backyard at this time. Because like I'm saying, it was really cold that night. He's never really outside too often.
Uh-huh. So, well, if that's Murphy, okay, who let Murphy out the door then?
That was Kaylee's dog. Kaylee and my roommate bought a dog.
I don't know.
And who's the second person that lives upstairs?
His name is...
Who let the dog out? Anyway, whatever. Alright, where are we at in this? Alright, not much more.
Anything else over the course of Saturday into Sunday morning that kind of makes you feel uneasy, stands out to you? Anything that you think we should know about?
I've always had a problem with how the Moscow PD said there's no active threat. I've never understood how they can release that information to the public when they've released now that it was a stabbing. And from what I've heard or what the news has covered and kind of what my friends have been saying, they still don't really have a suspect. So I've been bothered with how they still say there's no active threat. And I know I speak probably for more than just myself, but I really don't want to be back up in Moscow.
I wouldn't either.
So, like,
I wouldn't either.
After I heard that news Sunday, I was talking to my parents the whole time, obviously, and they called me and said, "Hey, you should definitely get back home. Like, I don't want you up there where there's someone on the loose that is capable of doing that." So that's been the big thing that's been bothering me, is how they say there's no active threat.
Good point.
Just kind of like a off or weirdness with the kid. Is there anybody else that, like, when you heard this news, is there anybody else that you thought, like, as probably this guy or this gal?
I found it interesting that two of their roommates were home that night too and were not injured at all. I don't necessarily know their two other roommates very well, but I thought it was pretty odd that, I don't know if those two just got lucky and whoever did this didn't realize there's two other rooms there.
I'm lucky in love. Remember luck, baby. Remember luck. We're not the only ones in this great giant world to notice that luck plays a great role in this saga. And in honor of luck, I am going to play this for you, and you're going to fucking like it. Alright? Because I like it. But first, a sneak attack on Mrs. Jar. That's right, baby. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh my fucking... Oh, here we go, Mrs. John. Oh, I like this one.
Strawberry shortcake.
I love you. Oh, you know the war has just begun now. Now, this is supposed to be the final battle, part 9. However, certain production companies said, you know what? I think we can make some more money, spirit money, whatever. If we stretch part 9 into part 10, and we make the last part of the saga like a 2-part movie. I'm like, okay. But I guess I'm never gonna see any of this fucking spirit money, Mrs. John. I don't even know why I'm narrating the shit. Oh my fuck! What is this fuck? Oh my fucking god! Yeah, I'll throw it in Aussie. I don't give a fuck. All right. Look, we're hanging. What happened here? Hey, Mrs. John, I'll throw in an Aussie. I don't give a fuck. I'll throw an Aussie into this mix. Fucking Aussie. You ever see a Down syndrome fucking Aussie? I've never seen one in my life. You know why? Well, Tyrone's gonna fucking tell you why right now. Okay. Now, here's what I know about this shit. Right. In 1919, right. We were talking Australia here, so. In 1919, they made a secret law, okay? They said anybody born with like the bubonic plague or like a crocodile fucking weird fucking shit going on with their fucking head, we are going to feed them. You take them. Here's what you're going to do with them. You either feed them to the fucking crocodile, all right? Or you take them out way into the fucking brush there, into the Australian badland there, into the Australian outback, and you leave them out there for the dingoes. You just leave them for the dingoes. That's all you have to do. But this one must have survived. All right. Oh my God, I love you. Mrs. John, where else you gonna find this kind of shit on television? Mrs. John, we are the greatest of all time. I don't know about the fish and chips, Mrs. John, but some sound really delicious. I have to get over there. I have to try the fish and chips, Mrs. John. Yes. And Ellie and everybody else who lives there digging up graveyards. See, that's the kind of shit I want to do over there. Yeah, one of the things I'd like to do over there. I'd want to dig up. Here's what I want to do when I get over there. I want to have a really good metal detector, right? A good metal detector. And I'll put myself somewhere in I don't know, wherever. So somewhere in the countryside, I guess, or with a good metal detector and a shovel. That's what I'd want to do over there. I'd fucking want to dig up everything over there. Just strike Viking gold and shit in some weird-ass fucking farmer's field. Yeah, that's the kind of shit I want to be doing. I find all kinds of Celtic gold over there, man. God damn. The garden. Listen, garden, we can do it. We could get over there. We get our metal detector. We fucking find all kinds of stuff. Then we go drinking at the fucking most haunted fucking pub in fucking all of Great Britain. Shit. Anyway, one can dream. We gotta take over the world first before we do that kind of shit, baby. Gotta take over the world. Yeah, and Mrs. John, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna say nothing right now. Nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing to you right now. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, I want to, but I'm not going to. You know, Maisie and Maisie. Why did you even bring her up? I don't know. Maisie. Anyway, Maisie's dead to me. Maisie's dead to me. You know, too many pesticides. I can't have corn. I can't have little corn people. I can't have little corn. I don't even know what. Too many pesticides, baby.
Too many pesticides, look. They'll talk like her. I don't know what I saw. Yeah, it was very nice. Master Nature, I don't want any of that. I don't want to be a part of that. That kind of weird talking. I don't know what that is, Master Nature scares me, and well, that's what I'm trying to fucking say. It's the bubonic fucking plague. All right, that's what we had to do. We had to burn this shit out. We had to put them in fucking clock towers and fucking bell towers. The fucking clock rang fucking 12 every fucking night. The crows, and listen to me. Listen, the crows at midnight, they fly off the bell tower into the dark sky. Yeah, every night we had to toll those bells. 12 o'clock. The crows fly off those bells. They fly off. Yeah, that's what we do with the bubonic plague. Yeah, I think we're doing all right on the critique, though. Our critique is on what's the biggest problem with this character? His times are all messed up. That's the biggest problem with this interview for me. That's my biggest critique of this interview provided by Chrissy's Chaos. This lad has a problem with time. That's my biggest takeaway. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I want to clear those times up for sure, because those are off, my friends. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that's my problem with this character so far. He does make good points here. He does make good points here at the end. He's talking about Dylan. I don't know how they survived. That's a great question. So he's aware. He's not complete. He's not stupid. We never said that. So there's an awareness here, which is interesting, because that is a logical awareness that we're thinking now with this character. Okay, because that's a great question you're going to ask yourself. How comes Dylan Mortensen was spared? Or the two, he does try to cover himself up a little bit with that, but he does mention Dylan at face value. You know, why wasn't she? Because he knows a lot more than what he's saying, right? From all the rumors and all the bullshit, right? He definitely knows a lot more than what he's telling the cops. That is for sure. Okay, absolutely, but he mentions Dylan Mortensen by name, Dylan, right? And it's very hard to understand why she lives. And we talk about luck. And that one of the and he's correct. One of the great themes in this case is luck. That is one of the themes in this case that is prominent and stands out. And it's a category. It's all its own. It's nefarious character. The luck category is nefarious. Nefarious. It's bad luck is what we should consider it. But, it is luck. Anyway, yeah, that's one of the great themes in the case, actually. So, whatever. To be self-aware of that, interesting. Now, what were we doing? I don't know what we're doing, though. I had this grand plan that I was going to spring on you, but now I forgot. Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
Call that in, but I just found it kind of odd that there were two roommates there. Everyone else was, harmed and
Yes.
stabbed, and those two were
Yes.
just sitting in their rooms all the time and slept right through this.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of odd too.
Me too.
Do you know much about...
Hey, I gotta say, guys, that's a fantastic point that you and I have been discussing now for how long? And everybody else, or whoever. That's a great point, guys. So this character, this Braden Jensen character, he definitely has some fucking awareness here. He does. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just saying, whoever, if it's him thinking this, or if it's whatever it is, he's got some good questions in his brain. And those are good questions. So, I'm just saying.
Or have you heard anything about one of the girls having a stalker?
Not one of those girls, no.
Okay.
But I have heard that there was a stalker who lived in the big apartment complex right behind our road. It's called the Whites. There's probably like 30 apartments there. But I know there was a case of some of my other friends in college, their girlfriends called in the police for a stalker that lived there.
Gee, I wonder who that would be. Moscow? Who's that?
That was earlier in the year. That was probably around mid to late September.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, I hadn't heard that those girls specifically having a stalker.
Interesting. Wow, interesting. Okay. Welcome, Ellie Ryan. Hello, love. Hello, love. I hope you're doing well.
The apartments are off of Taylor Avenue.
Welcome,
I don't
love.
necessarily know the address to them, but everyone just calls
Anybody I
them.
missed? Welcome, Terry Lynn. I love you.
There's probably 25.
Welcome, love.
Houses in there. Okay. I will say too, John's Alley's always kind of an interesting crowd. That bar. I mean that in the nicest way possible. But you go there, and there's some different looking people that go out there, not your typical college bar scene. I've always thought that for sure.
Weird.
So,
Strange.
Is it a little bit older than college
yeah.
age people?
Yeah, it's definitely not the one that most of the college kids are going to. It's definitely more the local scene. And it's kind of, you kind of want to think it's a cowboy bar, but then there's like people with blue hair and stuff. And like they host drag shows there too. So it's just definitely a different crowd there than the typical bars all the other college kids are going to.
Got it. Anything else?
Not that I can miss. Okay. So if I did
Yeah, it's the fucking Stonewall. All right. I love you, baby. It's called the Stonewall, baby. I love you. I love my babies. Here's my phone number. Suck my cock. All right. No, we're at the Stonewall, baby. No. It was. What? It's not the Stonewall. What's it called? I don't know. We have to look that up. Shit. No, actually, we're gonna do that right fucking now because it's Friday and we deserve a spa day. Okay. So no, I'm gonna look this shit up because that's how my fucking brain works. Mrs. John. No, what am I thinking of? Oh, yes, that's right. Now I know. Duh. Oh my God. Oh, I love you. Mrs. John and everybody, I love you. Maybe, hey, you know what? Somehow we may sneak this in the part of the water. I love you. Hey, let's dig this, though. Let's dig this. And then we finish off. We're going to finish off Mr. Braden or whoever the fuck his name, whatever. Anyway, good questions, though, from Mr. Braden. I don't know. I'll tell you what. With some good logic, you know, a lot of questions you and I have had for a really long time. Especially, gee, how did Dylan Mortensen survive this? That's a great question. That's a very good question. So, he has some insight. I gotta say that. This character definitely has some insight. For sure. So anyway, you gotta keep that in mind. He poses some good questions. But, my loves, I gotta take you to the Stonewall, baby. You know what I'm talking about, baby. All right. All right, love you. Anyway, I don't know why that's funny, but anyway, I love you. Oh yeah, do we finish him up? Oh, we're so very close. We're so very, very close. Yes, we need a new candle, love, to finish the war. Can't finish the war with this kind of candle? No. Back to do.
And I think with that, we'll conclude the interview.
Oh, all right.
12:09.
All right. All right. Thank you, Christy Chaos, love. There you are. Anyway, I want to show you this real quick, though. Because I'm going to say, well, I'm going to be thanking her a lot. The next couple of days. Yeah, she got a lot of good stuff here. So yeah, check out what she's got going on here. So you guys know her, right? You guys know her, of course you do. But if you don't, this is where I'm getting this from. So check her out. Absolutely. Well, that's not the Gato Familiar, but you know, whatever. Cute cat, very cute cat. But it's not the Gato. It's definitely not the Gato Familiar. So. Anyway. Whatever. So yeah. So she got Showalters now. She got the Raw Showalter interview. Lakeland McComas, remember Dylan's friend. All right. 2 interviews with Lakeland. Taking pictures, taking pictures of fucking Ethan's underwear in the bathroom. Yeah, that Lakeland. Okay. Yeah. Bagel. We call her Bagel Girl. Bagel Girl because she likes to take pictures of half-eaten bagels on the floor, falling on the floor. Lakeland. So we got 2 of those. Christy. Damn, what you doing, girl? Baby. Oh, my God. We got 2 of those. And then this guy, this character. Remember AA? That's the guy who cut his hand on a chicken. 11/15/2022. Remember that character? So yeah, I think we're gonna watch probably all of these. Yeah. Anyway, just saying, I love you. Thank you, Christy. So, do you understand now why I'm plugging her so much? Because there's a lot of good interviews sitting right there that you and I should listen and watch and critique the fuck out of. So, thank you, Christy. Again, this is how you pay tribute to another person's work. This is how you do it. This is how you pay tribute, right? You mention them over and over again and say, if you don't know who they are, subscribe to their channel, check their shit out. That's how you pay tribute to, we are the greatest of all time. So don't forget that. Anyway, I love you. But that's how you pay tribute to a channel that, you're critiquing this stuff and they're getting it. But you also admire their channel, right? You admire them. You got to pay tribute. It's only fair. Remember. Quick break, and then we say goodnight into the blue abyss of the Moroccan moon. All my lords, lads, dudes, and sugars, and my sugar lily, and my moon lily, and my lily sugar, and my moon sugar lily, right? And my hyacinth sugar lily, and my red roses, oh my God, and my daffodils, my gardenias. I got tulips floating around out here somewhere. I got some fucking tulips floating around. I definitely got some fucking honeysuckle. Oh my God. I got a rainbow of honeysuckle. Oh my God. That rainbow honeysuckle. Oh my. That is the. Well, anyway, I'll tell you that after midnight. But I'm just saying. Oh my God. I'm just saying, listen, the way I view that shit, the rainbow honeysuckle, okay, now that's not the rainbow lily, but the rainbow honeysuckle, you're gonna forget your name for like the next 2 or 3 days. Okay, that's what happens with the rainbow honeysuckle. You're gonna lose you're not gonna know who you are for the next like 2 days. Okay, I'm just saying. So just saying that's how it goes here up here. Deb, did Deb sneak in here? Where's Deb? Oh, welcome, Dame Deb. I'm so sorry. Queen of the Bees, I totally missed you. My apologies. I love you, Deb. Of course. I'm so sorry. How are you, my love? Sometimes I get sidetracked. Dame Queen of the Bees has been giving me a lot of good emails that I just cannot seem to catch up on. A lot of good information. Dame Deb, Queen of the Bees, for a reason. That's right, Dame Deb. A dingo did steal my baby. You remember that? You remember that story? Thank you very much. Now, I hope it wasn't your baby that stole you. I hope it wasn't your baby that the dingo stole. I'll tell you what, dingoes are pretty fucking fierce, from what I understand. I don't know. All right, Dame Deb. But yes, thank you very much. No, seriously, Dame Deb, thank you. I'm trying to wade through half the stuff, you know. So much. Way too much. You know, and it shouldn't. This case should not be like this. You know, that is the bottom line, right? This case should not be like this at all. And that's what's so disturbing, I think, right? Just that simple premise. We know this already, my garden, of course, but it's just that simple thought that this case doesn't have to be this fucking bizarre. It shouldn't be this weird and strange and, you know, controversial, right? It shouldn't be like that. But it is. And there's so many different angles that you can take with this fucking case that you'll find some sort of bizarre fucking shit happening in it. And it shouldn't be like that. This, again, this should be a straight line. This should have been a straight fucking line because this is such a rare case to even have. You better have a straight fucking line to it. But there is none. No straight line. We talked about that before. Whatever. We're not going to repeat. We're not going to go back. We're going to keep evolving. It's alright. Shit. Son of a bitch. Shit. Son of a bitch. Shit. Alright.
I love you. Remember Stripes? All right. Good. All right. Well, we learned a lot tonight, I think. Definitely we're gonna pick another interview, I think, tomorrow and do it. I want to get on to Lake Lane McComas. I want to get on to LM, Dylan's friend. I want to know why she's taking pictures of Ethan's underwear in the bathroom. I'm very curious. There's two different interviews with her. But I tell you, so Christy Chaos, baby, I love you. Love you, Christy. Subscribe to her fucking shit for sure. Mrs. John, this is just a preview of what's coming to our total annihilation, right? Just a preview. I spare no Aussies. I spare no Aussies, Mrs. John. And Dame Deb.
It's a guess. That's fine.
That's right.
That's correct.
That's correct. No, you can't have that right now. You fucking pig. Boy. Now, he was trying to steal food here. You see that? You see what happened here? He's trying to steal the food. This one takes the food out of his hand here, Mrs. John. Now, are you paying attention now? So, yeah, he slaps the food out of his hand here. Oh, my God. This is why we built bell towers in the fucking Delta.
No.
The Aussie jumps in. The Aussie jumps in here. He's still cooking the fucking food. Oi! Oi!
Walk away.
Walk away. Walk away. Hey, I'm getting the accent down, all right? Leave me alone. Hey, I'm doing good, Dame Deb.
Yes. Boy.
Now they're fucking booing each other, Mrs. John. What the fuck's going on? Oh, we should watch it again, though. All right. I love you. I love you. All right, I love you. But the war is not over, Mrs. John. Don't ever think that for 1 second. However, I'll play you a little bit more as we drift off in the great beyond, just for the night. And I shall meet you back here in the garden of the East and the West, the greatest garden in the world. I shall see you here by the iron wrought fence, the gate, you know where the gate is, love. And you know where the benches are. We be sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. Ah, yes, you know. So I will play a little bit more of this for you. That's correct, my loves.
Coke and Bacardi, colors and green. From the tithing pool goes the mini-skirted princess with great finesse. But I left my humor is 50 feet down in the big street underground. But what the hell, I didn't make it with the big street roots.
John's Alley, baby, John's Alley.
With the big street roots.
That's right, John's Alley, baby.
I'm just a big street muse.
I love you, baby.
All right, babies. All right. All right. All right. Take that big battle, love. Come on.
Big bottle for all line, put your weight on me. Set the big me to the heart. Desperate for more, rivers of salt upon the mountain. Little man is youth abounding, overcrowded as for counting. Vernacular the bus, pretending getting close. Where he came from, in the doorway of the stars, between the street and Mars. Proper they can be, the line button feel, testicle testing, only type of budging, the rest of them divulging, the wrinkles of his years, wedding melodies, shedding them tears, in the pocket of her resistance, international assistance, loving a generous and full, but you is never ready to pull the sign over the wall. Finish honors as it comes, and my ride is slowly dancing.
Love you, my babies. Until